Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anchor Podcast. On this podcast platform, you can record your podcast and it'll be available on 7 different platforms. What I really love about this podcast is that you don't have to do all the work. It does it for you. Like, it automatically adds it to the 7 different platforms. But what I absolutely positively love is that you can edit the podcast episode. So if you talk to someone before you start the episode, you can always edit it out. That's the best part. So you can also be sponsored by different sponsorships, which is also amazing, and you can get paid for your episodes. So I hope you all consider this as your platform to record your podcast, and I hope you all have a great and wonderful day. Hello everyone, welcome back to my podcast. On this episode, I had the wonderful opportunity to interview Angel. He is an influencer, international TV host, a public speaker, a board member, and a philanthropist. He has helped more than 1,500 CEOs in 33 different countries. I had the wonderful opportunity to interview him about how he owns a foundation called Wisdom for Kids, and he helps kids, underprivileged kids in Latin America become entrepreneurs. And I think that is wonderful. What he is doing for the world is absolutely amazing, and I hope you all take a moment to listen to this episode and gain something from it, because I know I really did. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Much for coming on my show and allowing me to.
How comes that we don't do video? Come on, it's more fun. It's more fun that you can see my face. I can see your face. We can have a laugh here, and we can finish this amazing Thursday having a lot of fun together. Come on.
No video.
Oh,
I do have videos though on my YouTube channel. Like, I create them on there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, maybe we could, in the future you could have the guests come on video, and then, you can share the video as well. I mean, I offer you my Zoom, I offer you my live streaming platform, anything you need to be more famous and more popular, Brooke. I'm here to help you, and I'll send you all the links with the recordings, everything.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. So my brand, this is 𝐤𝐻𝐸. My brand is the CEO Confidant. Basically, both corporate CEOs and established entrepreneurs, they hire me to bridge the gap globally for expansion and exposure. Basically, I use different strategies to help them accelerate the growth of their businesses through the expansion and the exposure of their business internationally speaking. In the last 25 years now, I have helped more than 1,500 CEOs in 33 different countries. And 5 years ago, I decided to leave corporate America, and I not only started my consulting business, I also started my foundation. I am the co-founder of Wisdom for Kids, and it's a foundation that we help underprivileged kids in Latin America become entrepreneurs using their local resources. So that's 𝐤𝐻𝐸, Brooke. How does that sound?
That's amazing. So what inspired you to help?
There's someone also excited about this. Thank you.
My dog.
Who's
my
that?
Dog.
Who's that?
My dog.
What's your dog's name?
Miss Coraline.
𝐤𝐻𝐸𝐸?
Yeah, she gets excited sometimes.
Oh, that's awesome. By the way, is this going live somewhere, or is this being recorded? How does that work?
It's being recorded,
awesome.
So I can edit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Make sure that you leave your dog. It gives an additional spicy effect to the interview.
I will. What inspired you to help kids in need in Latin America become entrepreneurs?
Because I lived in Latin America for 10 years and I worked there for almost 15 years. So I was extremely sensitive about what I was seeing all the time. I would go to those large manufacturing plants to serve my customers. And at the same time, I was looking at, I was going to those places, and they were surrounded by a lot of poverty. And very, very often those kids would come to me and ask me, hey, senor, can we keep your car safe while you are inside the manufacturing facility? Would you buy some gums from us? Would you buy some candies, a bottle of water, or can we actually get your car washed while you are inside? So I was all the time, having this or being exposed to these large amounts or huge amounts of poverty around the places where I was going to serve my clients. So that's basically the reason why I decided to start, along with two other good friends, excuse me, the Wisdom for Kids Foundation.
Oh, and it's become successful, like really big, like you've helped a lot of kids so far?
Well, we've helped more than 1,000 families and different communities. We've helped suburban communities, rural communities, indigenous communities. So yes, we are very excited. Unfortunately, we had to stop last year because of the current state of affairs in the world. But as soon as the restrictions for traveling are lifted, we'll be back on the road, and we will be super excited to go back to see our kids and to spread the word even more.
That's amazing. How would I go about getting involved in that? Because I would like to help too. That sounds amazing.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. It's very easy. You can go to wisdomforkids.today. Wisdomforkids.today. That's the website. Go there and you can make a donation, or you can go, if it's not a donation, you can also become a volunteer. So it's really simple to help us grow the organization. And obviously, thank you very much for suggesting that, Brooke.
Yeah. That's amazing. So in what ways do you help the children? Like, how do you help them?
Yeah, so basically, there's different steps that we help the kids go through. So the final destination is that they are inspired enough to start their own business. But in reality, when you start working with underprivileged kids, we realize that the kids have very basic needs, right? And so the most important thing that we start working with since the very beginning is their self-esteem. We go to areas in which these kids have been exposed to a lot. Many families are not structured. Many kids don't have even parents. So we really find very difficult environments in which they live. So the first thing is to make sure that they are in a safe place, that they have fun with us, that they are really inspired, that they realize that they really can do great things in the world. And that's the number one thing. And we do this through a workshop. Don't think of Wisdom for Kids as a foundation that we go there and we give them a workshop, and the workshop is about whiteboarding or blackboarding something. No, it's actually very experiential. I mean, we literally go there, we play with the kids, we sing, we dance, we jump, we exercise, we play quizzes, we play games, you name it. We do all sorts of things, really, literally all sorts of things with the kids, and they have a lot of fun. It's a 2-hour workshop, and the final, let's say, the cherry on the cake is the meditation. We do a meditation. As you can imagine, it's the first ever that these kids have ever heard or done a meditation, ever. Wow. So we have we spend, so that and the audience knows, we spent 2 years developing the workshop because we wanted to make sure that we were using the latest techniques to really, inspire and help those kids that they need so much help. You know what I mean? So that was extremely important for us. So that meditation, we really handpick the music, we handpick the affirmations. It's a very powerful, life-changing workshop that we do with those kids. And and they love it. Obviously, they're kids. It's not like us that, oh, that's so boring and blah, blah, blah. No. I mean, the kids really want to have fun. They're so genuine. They're so amazing. And we have a blast with them. We really spend. It's unforgettable for them, but it's also unforgettable for us. I mean, we put so much energy. I mean, 2 hours. It's like I can tell you. I mean, those 2 hours, drain you from of energy, because we do so much, with them, so much that, we end up saying, oh my God, and the communities typically are very generous with us, and, they have, even the smallest gesture they have with us. Obviously they are poor communities, but if they can cook something or they can have some coffee prepared for us, they give, really, literally, they give us everything they have, really. So it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. I would really suggest you that you join our, volunteer team, and you start working with us on different things, different activities.
That would be fun. Like I did Boys and Girls Club. It's here where we help the underprivileged kids, and we take them places and buy them stuff and let them hang out with us, and it's really helpful. It can change their lives.
Oh, totally. Totally. This can change their lives. Absolutely. I agree with you.
I definitely want to get involved with that because I like being a big sister.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's even though it's physically draining, your spirit is it's amazing. It's difficult to compare. There's nothing like this. There's nothing like this.
I agree. So I read on your website that you hosted TV shows before.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, 3.5, maybe 4 years. Time flies, Brooke, I have to tell you. There was a TV network from Spain. They came to me and they asked me if I could help them expand their business internationally here in the US. So, they came to a conference in Los Angeles, and I went there to meet with them to start to work on the details. How are we going to work together, everything, and suddenly I was in the entertainment industry without planning it, and it was so much fun because I started to interview people since the very beginning. I was supposed to help them develop their business, but instead of becoming, let's say, their business development person or company in the US, I became also a host, a TV host, and they had 1.7 million subscribers to the YouTube channel. So it was a huge audience that we had. And I have to tell you, it was a great experience because suddenly I started to interview extremely interesting people. I have interviewed celebrities. I have interviewed, really amazing people in the spiritual world, in the mystery world, in the business world. So yeah, in that time, I never planned to do this, but I have to say that asking questions and listening to their answers, it's one of the best exercises that anybody can do, because it's like you right now. You understand this very well. You are a public figure. I'm a public figure. So we are all the time asking questions, and what we really want is to inspire our audience, right? You want your audience to maybe learn something or to be inspired by something today that you and I talk about, right? So it's the same thing. It's really a blessing to be able to have a place where you can go and interview amazing people and help people. As you know, probably someone who's going to listen to this, they're going to be inspired by something that you and I say today. And if that is the case and we change someone's life today, oh my God, that's a lottery, right? What else can we ask for, Brooke?
Right. I agree. I told my mom that I was going to become the next Oprah Winfrey, and she started laughing.
Yeah, why not? What stops you from doing that? Just you. Just you and your mindset, nothing else.
So what advice would you give kids who want to become entrepreneurs?
That's a great question. I would probably say it's funny how I use a mantra for my business, for my consulting business clients. And I would definitely use it with the kids as well, which is probably I would give them two pieces of advice. The first one would be the one that I use for my clients, which is take imperfect action now. Take imperfect action now. Really, I think that, the perfection will never take you will never make you make the first step. And the first step is really important. And I really encourage you as a kid to take the first step. You would like to do something, you would like to sell something, you would like to make something, whatever, just do it. Just do it. Do it and see what happens. That's the number one thing. And the second, and I think that this has become extremely expensive to have right now, and you will understand it why after I explain it. I think that advising our kids to develop critical thinking, it's really important right now with what's happening in the world. Really.
I agree.
You know, I think that everybody has to have many sources. Number one, many sources of information. Don't go where everybody goes. I mean, I consider myself pretty unconventional. I mean, as conventional as to consider myself sometimes even something like weird even, you know, because when you go to places, when you consider yourself unconventional and you start really going to places where people don't go, I think that you start finding a lot of diamonds. Honestly, that's what I think. And number two, also, not only trying to like go to places and have different sources of information, but also go to your heart instead of going to your mind. Go to your heart and just think, is this true or not? How does this serve me? How does this serve me? And what do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? You know, that's very important. I think that's really important that we start teaching the kids to become really independent, to become, you know, self-nurturing, and not be only open to follow instructions and being obedient. And I mean, I'm not saying discipline is not important. What I'm trying to say is that kids have to be able to open themselves to possibilities in all the different, you know, avenues in their lives. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. Like, not have them limited to certain things.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. I
want to thank you so much for allowing me to interview you today.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a pleasure, Brooke. Really, it's been a pleasure to be here. And also, obviously, I would like to, you know, say thank you to everybody who's listening to us today. If I may, I would just like to drop my email address in case someone wants to connect with me. My name is Angel, 𝐤𝐢𝐝. Angel is spelled like, you know, angel as in heaven, right? And 𝐤𝐝, it's very simple, R-I-B as in boy, O. And so my email address is angel@angelrevo.com. And you can find me in any social media outlet. My brand, as I said before, is the CEO Confidant. I'm very active on LinkedIn every single day. So, and I never leave any message unanswered. So reach out to me anytime and it will be a pleasure to serve you somehow.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing what you do every single day, Brooke.
You have a great day.
Thank you. You too.